When you don't need a job, that's when more jobs call you and you get more opportunities. And you don't need your paycheck. And I'm not saying we don't need our money. We always need our checks. But when you're not living check to check and you're not so dependent on it, right? Like if it comes today, tomorrow, you'll be okay. It's always a better situation. And it's the same thing with people, right? When you don't need that person, it's something in our nature where we want, doesn't want us. It's just one of those things. Or are we really broken up or are we not, right? Once you see like, okay, this is like legit, then you go through the no contact. You have to let go of the fantasy. You have to stop believing what somebody could be and start taking them for what they show you. Stop looking at their socials. So whatever it takes, man, if you don't have the strength to not look at their story, if you don't have the strength to not view their profile or whatever it is, block them. Some people will say like, don't, that's weak. That's a feminine trait. But I mean, it did wonders for me. Delete all pictures. You have to delete everything. And that's always the toughest thing because you don't want to be scrolling through your pictures. Like say you're going to upload something or you're trying to find something and then you see a picture of you guys and then it's like, damn. So in my instance, it's like the mother of my child. Obviously, we're going to have pictures that are still going to exist, right? Of me and our daughter and her, right? But other than that, there's nothing. I didn't really see too much content about like people who are trying to get over somebody who they have to co-parent with. The situation is so far removed, and that's why I feel comfortable talking about it now. So hard is like when you co-parent, there's times where I might not see Nyla for 9 days, 10 days, right? So, for example, like her mom was just out of town. So I had her, I normally get her, Friday through Sunday. Well, her mom was out of town, so I got to keep her until Wednesday. So because I kept her till Wednesday, she wanted to keep her for the weekend that I was supposed to have her. But I didn't see her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's like I'm getting to know who she is almost every time that I get her, right? Because like I just feel like I don't have the impact that I wish that I could have. And I'm not saying I don't have an impact on my daughter's life and like we're tight, you know what I'm saying? But it's just totally different versus like having your child every day and then just getting your child on weekends. It's a totally different experience. I will have to come to terms with Nyla living with another guy that whoever her mom chooses, and just the content that she watches, what's being presented in front of her. It's totally different. The rules are different at mom's house and the rules are different at dad's house. Like giving up on the family thing was what was hard for me. That was what was hard. All right, number 2 would be go ghost. And what I mean by go ghost, like don't post on social media. Embrace being alone. Yeah, it's gonna suck. It sucks, but it gets better. And then get in the gym. Okay, and I always say that. And it's not about like getting bigger. Obviously, like once you start to see results, you get hooked. Like I'm hooked to progression. Like for one, I'm terrified of going back to how I used to be. But just like once you start seeing progression, like you become addicted. When somebody gives up on you and when somebody doesn't believe in you, you shouldn't care either, because when somebody doesn't want you, like that's their choice, and you have to respect people's decisions and their choices to not mess with you like that if that's not what they want to do. You have to always respect people's decisions. You don't want to be needy. There's nothing good about being needy. Everything is better when you're not needy, okay? Things flow and things come to you when you're not needy. When they see you again, you cannot be in the same position. You cannot be doing the same shit. You cannot look the same. You cannot let yourself go. You gotta understand, like women are gonna move on 10 times quicker than the guy. Like time heals everything. And I know like you don't want to hear that because then while you're going through it, it fucking sucks. But like you haven't even met all the people that you're gonna meet in your life yet. Like you haven't even experienced the things that you're going to experience. And it's like when you lock in on yourself, when you hone in on you and you put the focus on you, like everything else will attract to you. But when you're being the needy person, when you're, people can feel vibrations. I truly believe that. Like when you're thinking about somebody, you ever realize like they text you or they call you? So you don't think that your ex can't feel that you're missing them. Like it's just like the energy, like you have to really get them out of your head. And like, yeah, you might think about them sometimes. You might be laying up at night like, fuck, man, I wish I had somebody to snuggle with or whatever. Again, when that happens, you put the focus back on you. Like if I catch myself thinking too much, bro, I'll just go do some push-ups. I'll try to exhaust myself, or I'll read a book, or you gotta find shit that like will get you out of your thoughts, and you know what I mean, because you can't dwell on things. Yeah, I think you do those things and you be all right.